right, folks, what is going on? This is episode 680 of the First and Frame Rate Show. I am VF Baller. Over here, we talk about Georgia Southern Atlanta Falcons football, and today is going to be more Atlanta Falcons stuff. Georgia Southern is on a bye this week, so we're not going to talk about them that much. This entire week has been basically all Falcons, and we're going to talk about the Falcons versus the Houston Texans and why I think they should win this game, and I'm going to give you the reason why. I'm actually going to talk about a little bit of stats, going to talk about some players, and give you my thoughts and opinions on why the Falcons should win this game. So if this is your first time here, welcome. I could be found on YouTube and Rumble. I'm also on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts. Also, I could be found on Twitter or X at VF Baller, and the website is firstandframerates.com. Just want to get into this episode really quickly because I know it's Friday. You guys probably have things to do. I don't want to hold you up for too long. And just to say that, long story short, the Falcons defense should win this game for the Atlanta Falcons. The defense is really good. They play a lot of man, which doesn't bode too well for C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud does very well in zone coverage. He reads zone coverage very well, and we play a little bit more man. So with that being said, C.J. Stroud is not going to have as many options to throw the ball, I don't think, because he's very safe with the ball when in man coverage. He doesn't try to throw into tight windows, and it bodes very well for the Houston Texans. I mean, for a rookie, his first, 4 games, I mean, he's 94 for 151. He's already thrown for over 1,200 yards, and he has 6 touchdowns to no interceptions. Now, it is very easy to look at that and go ahead and compare that to our quarterback, Desmond Ridder. But I talked about Ridder enough this week. I really don't want to go down that route. And if you heard what I just said about C.J. Stroud, about being very patient with the ball, when it comes to man coverage, he's not trying to force anything, and he let the ball rip when the ball is in zone coverage. It kind of shows you what I mean when it comes to Desmond Ridder. Now, can Desmond Ridder be successful in against the Texans? Absolutely. I think he could be very successful, but you have to know when to get rid of the ball. And even when it's not there, you may want to, just throw the ball away, and hopefully the offensive line will hold up its end of the bargain if we do decide to be a little bit more, if we lean more to the passing side of the game, because we know we can run the ball. You look at Bijan Robinson, he's already at 318 on 53 carries for the season. I mean, phenomenal beginning to his rookie season. And you may want to lean on him because he has a handful of receiving yards as well. And that could be one of the biggest factors in this game. Especially when you have the opportunity to use him much more. I think with what we have in the last 4 games, we know what we got out of him, and we need to try to implement him in the offense much more. Use him as a decoy to get other players like Drake London and Kyle Pitts open to really open up this offense, because you have a lot of talent on this offense. And even though Jonnu Smith is our leading receiver with 15 receptions for 179, we should, if Jonnu Smith have those numbers, Kyle Pitts should be slightly ahead of him, if not double what he has right now. And I'm not joking. He should be up there to. But the problem is, like we said, we don't know if he can get separation. We don't know if Desmond Ridder sees him. Can he get him the ball? Whatever the case may be. And I haven't even talked about Mac Hollins, because Mac Hollins is another player that really could get things going. So we can stretch this Houston's defense, and I think we should be able to make things happen. But all the while, what I think is going to happen, I think the Atlanta defense could decide this game. You got to understand, they're 10th in scoring defense. They also rank. Let me see where I'm looking at this at. They only allow 100. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. They allowed only 186 yards passing per game. That is pretty impressive for defense. And you got a guy that is on a hot streak like C.J. Stroud. I think this is a situation where we can probably confuse him a little bit. I mean, but he's like light years ahead of what we thought he would be. I mean, even in some cases, he's better than our quarterback right now. And I mean, it's almost not even close when you look at the numbers. You look at what this guy's done. And so what can we do to slow him down? Like I said, probably keep us in man where he's a little bit more patient to throw the ball because he doesn't try to throw in tight windows, and get a pass rush on him. I don't know how well the offensive line is for the Texans, but I think our defensive line, with all that talent and experience, we should be able to get to him somewhat. I mean, because we found ways to get to the quarterback in most cases throughout these first 4 games. I mean, we've seen some sort of pass rush. So it's not where we want it to be, but I think it could be enough. We can make one or two different, 1 or 2 plays that can tip the tide of this game. And talking about 1 or 2 plays, the last 2 games, the touchdown that Jared Goff threw, also the Calvin Ridley touchdown. Those are 2 plays that basically flip the script for us going up against, these teams. You do something like that, and we're not able to respond, especially in the Lions game. We had a lot of chances to respond. I mean, the pick 6 didn't help in the Jaguars game, but when you have a situation where you were able to, you could make things happen in a game like against the Detroit Lions, it could have been a much better game. But we have to find a way to get in the end zone. I think we only had 1 touchdown in the last 2 games. I mean, that's just absolutely unacceptable. I mean, 1 touchdown in the last 2 games is just not going to do it. So we're going to have to find a way to make things happen. Now, like I said, I think our defense should be able to get us in position to score easily. Let's get some field position. Let's get Desmond Ridder in a rhythm. Even if you don't even want to go that route, let's run the ball effectively to get Desmond Ridder in a good position to complete some passes. Because, I mean, that's basically the type of game that we've been trying to do anyway. We've been trying to run the ball very well and get Desmond Ridder in a play action. We'll get him in a situation where we're just finding open spaces because the defense is cheating up a little bit. So I have no quarrels with the defense per se. I'm definitely worried about the offense. I mean, we're ranked like 24th, 25th, in offense. I mean, we can't go that way. We can't win like that. If a team is giving up only 19 points per game, we should be able to be winning every game. 10th in scoring defense, but we're 25th in scoring offense. We're only averaging 15.5 points a game. You're not going to win. You're not going to win any games like that. You're not going to win many at all. I mean, you may get away with 1 or 2 games like that. We need to, honestly, we need to double that. We need to be scoring about 30 points a game. And can we do it? We got the talent. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. We have the talent to do it, but can we do it? That's the thing. So it all just hinge on if the defense holds Houston, and just see if we can keep everything going when it goes to what the offense can do. Because right now it just seems like the offense is not getting anywhere at all, and it's really annoying, So a lot of, and before I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm gonna say this one more thing too. A lot of fans are riding on this game. You do not want to see a CJ Stroud come in here and outshine Desmond Ridder. Even if CJ Stroud put up these numbers that he's been putting up, Desmond Ridder need to be close to matching or matching those numbers. And I mean, if he doesn't show up, CJ Stroud, a lot of people, we know that our opinions don't mean much at the end of the day, especially when it comes to Coach Arthur Smith. A lot of fans are going to be wondering, when are we going to get Taylor Heinicke in there? I mean, I did an episode where we talking about the poll that half of the fans was going to give him one more chance. And this is the chance that he's going to get until the fans get fed up and they don't want to come to the games. They're going to give up. They're going to be like, look, we're going to need to get rid of the coach. This, that, and it's going to get that bad if nobody says anything. I mean, not if nobody says anything, but if Desmond Ridder decides to say, hey, this ain't it, so Desmond Ridder plays and people say this ain't it. So they're going to have to do something. It's just point blank period. So I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know what they're going to do. But that's just how it's going to be. You don't want a guy coming in, only played 6-7 games and show up, your quarterback who's been in the system for over a year. I mean, that's just not going to fly. People are really going to be upset about that. So let me know what you guys think. I'll be doing a post-game thoughts and opinions on this at the end of the game. So I'll just see you guys then. So if you like this content, you hit the like button, share this podcast, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I could be found once again on YouTube and Rumble, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts. The Twitter handle is VFBaller. Over there, I talk about things that don't make it to the show. Also, I post things over there that has a lot to do with my gaming channel as well, because I do play video games as well in my spare time. And that's one of my hobbies. So that you will catch me posting stuff over there. And the website is firstandframerates.com. All right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all guys enjoy y'all weekend. I will see you then. Y'all take it easy and y'all be blessed. Peace.